Steve. Hey, this is Nate Wardle. Nate is our social media expert. I call him Guru. He knows everything about social media. And we have a lot of folks have been keeping in touch with what's going on with the flooding, damage, some incredible pictures and video through social media, through Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. And one in particular has gotten a lot of viewership. So we're going to go ahead and show you that video of debris coming down the Susquehanna River. This is just south of Millersville, Pennsylvania. And there's the debris, which is the roof of a house.
Yeah, it's actually the Conestoga River.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But it's the roof of a house floating down river, and the students who are on the bridge are actually meteorology students from Millersville University, and they're filming it. Obviously, they probably shouldn't have been on the bridge, but they do know a little bit about the weather, and that's why they were there filming it and just happened to see something that you don't see every day. I mean, we saw pictures like this coming out of Vermont just a few weeks ago with Hurricane Irene, and now we're seeing them here in our area with the remnants of Lee.
Right, and you can see the roof going right underneath, and you mentioned that's the Conestoga River that was floating down right underneath the bridge, and incredible. But you said there are several people have commented about it.
Yeah, there's been a lot of comments on that, a lot of people also clicking on that on our website. We can instantly see what people are looking at to see what people want to see on our website. Some of the top stories from yesterday, obviously Haas's being flooded in Hummelstown. That was a big draw. We didn't really have a write-up on it, but just the pictures of it drew a lot of people in because it's it's a place that a lot of people know about when they're coming back from Hershey Park or going to Hershey Park. It's right there. So a lot of people.
The Pizza Hut too being underwater.
Yes, the Pizza Hut too, definitely. That was from the day before. A lot of the pictures of that was up. And then we also, boil water advisories are not just in Harrisburg, but up and down the Susquehanna River. There's a lady who commented on our website saying that Waverly, New York has a boil water advisory, which I'm guessing is up near the Binghamton area.
Wow.
Some of the pictures that have come out of there, if you look at like the National Weather Service or the Weather Channel, some of the pictures in Binghamton are kind of what we're going to be seeing. It's only going to get worse and not better as the river floats downstream.
Right. You have some still pictures as well?
We do have some still pictures. The first one is going to be a picture from Duncannon. This is Market Street, and as you can see, Market Street flooded pretty well. There are a few people standing out there, but up to the doorways of the houses and even probably going into the houses as well. And of course, that was Duncannon, and all that water is going to come downstream to Harrisburg and then even further down to Lancaster and Marietta. This is actually the 230 diner on Route 230. And it looks like that diner is not going to be opening for a while. A lot of flooding there and a lot of damage as well. And then we also have a picture from, this picture is actually Grayson Road in Swatara Township, and you can just see not exactly a smart idea driving through that standing water because you never know how fast it's moving. And unfortunately, that standing water and cars trying to drive through it has led to a few tragic accidents in the area. And that's definitely something you don't want to do. Just stay safe, stay at home. Another picture, this one's quite remarkable, from overhead from the airport bridge looking down on Middletown and High Spire, and you can see just water everywhere and not a lot of dry land, Sherry.
Not at all. And that is why we've been trying to tell folks, what to do to stay safe. And I know that there are a lot of people who want to go out there and check it out because this is something that only happens, in a lifetime, in a generation, and sometimes in a lifetime. And the curiosity will get the better of folks, but we don't want them to die as a result of that. And you had mentioned comments on our Facebook page and Twitter page. I'm kind of curious, what are folks saying?
A lot of people are actually thanking us for our coverage. I mean, we take a lot of heat during these situations because we're covering over shows that a lot of people watch. And we feel bad doing that, but at the same time, we have a responsibility to keep people safe. And we've had to do this during tornadoes this year, we've had to do it during Hurricane Irene, and now we're doing it during the flooding from Lee. And so it's something that, just for people to keep in perspective, we're dealing with situations of life and death here. And for some places, those situations are going to come to an end as we head into tomorrow and Saturday. But for Harrisburg, that situation's very real with the flooding that's going to be occurring. So that's one thing just for people to keep in mind, that we're doing our best to keep our coverage going and also to keep our regular programming on. We have everything streaming to our website as far as what we have on air right now. So anybody who is watching this and they have to step away from their TV, they can still watch us online.
There you go.
And we have that going 24/7 until this event ends. So we can definitely see it there. As far as other comments, people people mainly talking about just what's going on. Obviously, with a few tragedies, we do have a couple people missing, so people commenting on that, hoping that they're staying safe.
Right.
Things are slowing down a little bit during the overnight hours, but we are still getting some pictures in. A lot of people are still up at this time, just because they don't know what's going on. They're stressed out about their homes, or maybe they're even in a hotel.
Absolutely. Well, that's why we're here.
That is why we're here.
Thank you so much. You had mentioned some folks who are who may get annoyed because of our programming, but we do have some good news. We want to let folks know that the U.S. Open will be on our sister station 21.2, Comcast Channel 19, starting at 12:30. This afternoon. So we will be able to still provide some programming to folks. And there are a lot of, as you know, Steelers fans, Ravens fans in the area are wondering, all right, is this going to cover up our football game? But we're told that we're definitely going to air the Steelers-Ravens game on Sunday at the regularly scheduled time. Right. So that's what I'm being told now. And Phillies fans, don't worry. The games will be carried regularly as scheduled on our sister station CW15. So we are providing the entertainment and sports for those fans, but at the same time, perhaps life-saving information for those of you who are dealing with the flood. Nate, thanks so much.
No problem.
We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with our coverage of the Great Flood of 2011 right after this.